was cute. I would borrow a little introduction from a gal that I watch on TikTok. Her name's Jenna. She starts a lot of her videos with, "Hello friends, my name is Laura. I'm a knitter." And it kind of sounds like she's talking at an AA meeting, you know? "My name is Laura. I'm an alcoholic." I just think it's cute. "Hello friends, my name is Laura. I'm a knitter, crocheter, crafter, quilter, do all kinds of the crafty things. This is episode 16 of Nebraska Knits. Today is Sunday, April 6th. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you very much for being here. If you are a new viewer, hi, welcome. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time today. You can find me on Ravely as Nebraska Knits and Instagram. Everything that I talk about will be linked in the description below. Just click on the More section, it'll open up, and you'll find all kind of links and things. Alright, what I'm wearing. This is one of my tie-dye shirts. I called it the Kaleidoscope. Started with all of the rainbow colors, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. I made it a swirl. On one side you put all of the colors, the purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. On the other side you flip it over, on the other side of the swirl you just put black, and then it makes these lines in it when you use the black. I have one finished object for today, and everything else are just my whips, progress on my whips. I set a goal a couple of years ago. I had several quilt top projects downstairs in sweater boxes that were calling to me to get them finished. And I finished one for my dad a couple years ago. I'll put a picture of it up here. And last month, I believe it was March, I finished one for my sister. The name of that quilt was, get it up here, Sunflowers. I got the pattern from this book, the Big Book of Quick Rotary Cutter Quilts. I didn't write down the date of when I started it, but I did find a sheet of paper in here with some of the fabric that I ordered, and it said 2005, and this is 2025, so it must have taken me about 20 years to finish that thing. I have gifted it to her already. I will put a picture up of it here for you to look at. It measures 72 wide and 90 long. I don't know what else to talk about it, but it's finished. And I have gotten another one out of its box, and I am working on it when I have time. Alright, now we can talk about whips. The first whip that I have been working on are my Shortie Socks. I have one finished. This is where I was last time, working them from the cuff down. The pattern that I'm using is the plain vanilla sock pattern. The yarn is Premier Deborah Norville Collection Serenity Sock. The tag says 2014 is when the yarn came out. I purchased it at a thrift store. I just thought it looked really cool. There was 50 grams of it left in the skein, and I thought I could work Shortie Socks on it. This is the first one. And this is how far I've gotten on the second one. I'm about to pick up. I've picked up gussets, and I'm working on the gusset decreases. I got the heel done. These I did cast on 72 stitches, working them on Chalgu US1 magic loop, and they are living in the Buffalo Plaid project bag that I purchased from Cashmereandcoconuts on Etsy. Is that all I have about them? Yeah, for the Shortie Socks, I just do 10 rounds for the cuff, 10 rounds for the cuff, knit 2, purl 2, 5 rounds for the leg, and then I start into the heel. That's all about those. The St. Patrick's Day socks. The pattern for them that I'm using is Hermione's Everyday Socks. It was a free pattern that I purchased from Ravely. Hermione's Everyday Socks. The yarn that I'm using is Lucky Charm sock yarn that I got from Stitchin with Yarn. Lots of greens, different greens in there. Really like this yarn. I'm working them in tandem. This, I believe this dinosaur stitch marker is where I was last time I showed them. I am ready to start doing the heel flap on this one. On this one I am doing the heel flap. I've got that one started. The project bag that they are in is just a green bag that I got from Busy Life on Etsy. The needles I'm using for them is a US1 24-inch magic loop. Cast on 72 stitches for them. The cuff is actually just a knit 1, purl 1 for 20 rounds, and the pattern is a 4-row repeat. And that's all about them. The next whip that I have that I'm working on is a Musselburgh Hat for grandson. Made a little bit of progress on it since the last time I showed it. I have the snowflake stitch marker. That's where I was last time. I've put on maybe about 1.5 inches. I like doing these. They're just mindless knitting around, round, around, and around. Musselburgh Hat pattern by Ysolda Teague. The yarn for this first part is this gray Maibarigo-Polar Morn, it's called, sock fingering weight. Of course, the bag that all of the Musselburgh hats stay in is this skulls bag that I got from Willow Pond Dye Works on Etsy. And the last project, I haven't gotten much done on it. A couple of rows actually. Now that I've got that other quilt done, I can get back into doing more quilting. More knitting. This is purchase pattern, someone to write gnome about, making that little gnome. The pattern is by Sarah Schira. Started with the hat. It's really actually pretty easy. I thought it would be pretty challenging, but I really like it. The yarn is mustache yarn, Komorebi, perfect sock yarn for the hat. Came in a kit, and it came with the green and the white for the rest of the project. The bag that it is in is Little Coffee Gnomes by the Awesome Grannie. This is another short, sweet video. Thanks for watching.